All right, en route to the park, the tripod in the backpack. The Monday comes around so quickly. Gonna have to hit it hard today. Had a good meeting this morning for our company. It's 37 degrees out, so I'm anticipating some good mileage today, coming pretty easy coming off the rest day. Day 3, just finished running in the park this morning. When you are trying to achieve over 50 miles in a week, you really have to shoot yourself out of the cannon. I've found that if I don't put anything on the board on a Monday, it's an uphill battle all week. Hit a park loop today, had a good morning. Body really came alive around mile 4, just kind of hung in there for the run. Don't judge your run off the first couple of miles. The first couple of miles today, complete struggle, was feeling different aches and pains in my body. Didn't know if I was going to be able to perform the way I wanted to today. And then around mile 4 or 5, I really started to open up, started to pick up, heart rate started to settle in, started to get lower, and I hit the point around 40, 45 minutes where I felt like I could run for a lot longer than I was planning on today, which is exactly what you want to do. So settled around 7.5 miles. Took some good footage today, getting used to running with the camera. It's definitely difficult. I'm excited to get some momentum and start collabing with other people in the city to get better footage. That's what we got for now. So hope you guys are enjoying the videos. Again, if you have any running questions, hit me up. I will be available to answer. And let's make our way back. Let's cook some breakfast, get a second cup of coffee, and get to work. Always feeling 100 on the walk back. I decided to go against what my mind was telling me. Lace up the shoes, put on the running tights, and get out there, knock it out in the morning. And very thankful I did. Don't deprioritize getting out and clearing your mind, especially early in the week. On a Monday, you gotta protect yourself. That is my word to the wise for the day. See these 3 buildings. One of those buildings sold some air rights, and now they're just building an absolute beast. It's a super luxury building. In for a little bit of work here. I am in real estate here in New York, specifically residential real estate. So also running our real estate media company down in Arkansas. So a little bit of everything. I always say good things happen when you're behind the desk, but yeah, just wanted to share some thoughts. Don't want to waste a good cup of coffee without some good conversation. If you found the video, I tend to not think that is by mistake. Someone is willing to engage with what I'm doing and take something away from it. That means the world to me. Running is a spiritual pursuit for me. I absolutely love the feeling you get unlocking a thought or unlocking a solution to a problem. while you're out on a run, as far as like the pacing and the races and the workouts and the goals, to me those all come secondary to the mental benefits that you see from running. Don't get too hung up in my paces, my heart rate, what I'm doing. Know that in running, everyone is fast relatively. I might be fast to someone that is beginning running. And keep in mind, I really started running well over 1,000, typically over 1,500 miles a year back in 2018. So this is year 7 for me, if we're talking like LeBron does. I see people, the pros, the really good club athletes, the folks that are more consistent than me, and I think, wow, how are they running double digits every single morning? Wow, they're extremely consistent. And I think it's just human nature to look at someone that's a few steps ahead of you and really be in awe of how that person got there, not understanding that they probably followed the same exact path and went through the same evolution that you have. Now, there may be some exceptions in running. Maybe those folks didn't go through an evolution of being out of shape or not leading as healthy of a lifestyle or thinking of themselves not as an athlete and then having to reframe their thought process that they are now an athlete. I think people that are in running understand you go through this evolution in the process. And that's my goal for 2025. I want to share value about things I know about with no expectation of return. So for me, making these videos and posting up the daily vlogs is an extension of that. The conversations that you have an hour into a run or 30, 45 minutes into a run are next level. You really get to tap into someone's psychology. You really get to hear, what makes them tick or what's affecting them that day or what their big ambitious goal is, whether it's in fitness or whether it's in real estate or whatever industry that they're active in. And to me, that's the most special thing about it, is that when you sweat with someone, you accelerate the relationship so much. You can go from acquaintances to friends by sweating together for 2, 3, 4 runs. And that overall is like what I love the most about this sport, is that at first it's like a goal, then it becomes a lifestyle, and then it becomes something that you can kind of weave into whatever pursuit that you're going after. It fits in almost any industry. I love to golf personally. Like, if I had a week off, unlimited funds, and it was good weather, of course, I would get a couple of buddies and travel to some of the best golf courses in the country. That would be my best way that I could spend a week, and I don't think there's a close second. I love it. However, with golf, you are locked in for 4 hours on the course, an hour to get there, an hour to get back typically, or warm up, whatever it is. And you get those moments of being able to really connect, and there's a buzz about it. I think it's the best sport. But what I've seen is that I can package that 6 hours and get that same connection in a 45-minute run. So when I start thinking about like what's the highest and best use of my time, golf for connecting is more of like a celebratory thing for me a few times per year, as opposed to running as a daily rhythm, that breath, that in and out breath of connection. And yeah, maybe this is my ode, love letter to running, to the channel.